What's up, Yuma? I'm Johnny.
And I'm Ronnie.
And on today's program, we are going to have some special guests to explain what the COFA Border Fall Pledge Drive is all about. And we're also going to meet Anabella De Anda, a.k.a. Mama Bella from Mama Bella's Hot Sauce. You can call her Mama Bella, I believe.
But I don't think she's going to bring us any.
Yeah, maybe.
You
That'd
like
be
hot
great.
stuff?
I love hot sauce.
I don't.
So,
you can have mine.
It's delicious. You're missing out.
Okay, and we have Mellisa Hare from Desert Oasis Wellness. She's going to teach us how to get well in the desert.
All right. Yeah, I need that too.
Me too.
Yeah, that and hot sauce. So stay with us for What's Up Yuma Radio on KOFA 94.7 FM.
And streaming online through the KAWC YouTube and Border Radio Facebook pages. And send us an email to whatsupyumaradio@gmail.com.
What's Up Yuma with Johnny Porter is sponsored by Yuma Electric Service, LLC, serving the Yuma area for more than 25 years. YumaElectricServiceLLC.com.
Chili from Philly. Unique Papa Giorgio from Yuma.
What's up, Yuma? Welcome to another episode of the What's Up Yuma radio show. I'm Johnny.
And I'm Ronnie.
And today is another special edition of our program because it's the fourth day, I believe, if I can get my numbers right, of the KOFA Border Radio Fall Pledge Drive 2 weeks before fall. But we like to do things a little earlier.
We jumped the gun.
Yeah,
here.
we did. Yeah, we get it. We get it done. So this is a special time of year when we remind all of our listeners that this is a public radio station and we rely on you, the listener, and your contributions to pay for the programming that you love, like this one right here.
Hopefully. And you can get involved with our fundraising campaign by calling 877-838-5292 or making a contribution online at borderradioaz.org or click on the donate button on the COFA app.
Yes, yeah, do all of that and continue to have good programming right here. And before I get to the first guest, I just want to, if you're watching, you can see I did laundry.
Because he was wearing a black shirt yesterday.
I finally was able to do laundry, and I've been out of the house for a while because of the storm and everything. Yeah. But I got to give a shout out to David Power. David Power, who was a guest that last week. I never met him before. I guess he knew my father, but he gave me a place to stay last night after insurance kicked me out on the streets.
He has an Airbnb.
Yeah, so he gave me a place, so I was able to do laundry. I saw a washer and dryer there, and I was like, oh
my gosh, the Holy Grail.
Yes, there it is, a washer and dryer. I can have clean clothes.
Isn't it crazy the things we take for granted?
Right?
Seriously.
Like once you don't have it, it was like, I'm like, what am I going to do?
My mom's without a car right now. It's in the shop. She's like, I'm stranded.
And we have somebody else that's without a car right now. Yeah. Annabelle.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
so
our guest.
A guest. Yeah.
What happened?
The storm.
Oh my God.
So anybody,
let's introduce her.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's make it official here. So we are here with Anabella De Anda, the owner and creator of Mama Bella Hot Sauce. Welcome, Annabelle.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yes,
I really
you're
appreciate
welcome.
it. Thank you.
Do you want to go into the story about the car at all? Or
Yeah,
no?
what happened?
I was driving on Avenue C late at night. It was like 9:15, and all of a sudden, I just couldn't see anymore because the rain was coming down so hard. And I thought I was going very slow, and I thought I was going straight. And all of a sudden, I can't move anymore. I hit something, and I thought, oh no, I hit the side of the road, but I couldn't move. I couldn't put my car in reverse or anything. My husband luckily was behind me, and he told me I had hit a sand berm,
Sandbar, yeah,
a sandbar or something like that. And so he helped me out, and we couldn't move the car until the next day. But what happened is I hydroplaned.
Yeah,
It took me from the west side to the east side of the road. And without me even realizing
you didn't even realize it. Yeah.
That's scary.
I know how bad it was because I had to drive all the way from Wheezy's in the foothills to my house. And I live in Okietown. I live in the central Yuma. And I couldn't see my exit to get off. I could not see it at all. All I could see was the lights flashing in front of me. And then I saw, I'm kind of feel I'm close to my exit on 3E. I hope this is it. And I saw that car with the lights flashing, the hazards going to the right a little bit. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to follow this and I'm going to hope they're right. Thank God they were right. And I made it home. Me and my daughter made it home safe.
Yeah, that's scary.
But yeah, it was a scary, scary storm. We don't get storms like that here in Yuma.
So your car is
in the shop. Yes, it's going to be repairable. Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so she was very grateful. She shared that story with me this morning.
So my husband and I are with one vehicle and we're like, okay, I'll I'll take you there so I can be here at the
Yep.
radio station.
I get that.
Well, we're glad
you made it.
Yes,
Yeah.
glad you made it. So, Annabelle, those that don't know you, can you share a little bit about yourself? You're from Somerton. You're born and raised there, or just raised there, or
I was born in Hermosillo, Sonora, Mexico. And I was
okay.
raised in Yuma. And when I was about 7 years old, my
so
dad
you were
brought-
raised in Yuma.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Little girl raised in Yuma here. That's when I arrived in Yuma.
So you were born in Mexico, and when did you come here?
And about when I was about 7 years old.
Oh, okay.
Mhm. And but my commercial kitchen is over in Somerton.
Oh, that's what it is.
Mhm.
So
That's
you're
what it
raised.
is. That's
okay.
And
So you grew up here.
yes,
Yeah. Where'd you go to school?
OC Johnson, post school, 4th Avenue Junior High, and Yuma High, and AWC. And
Oh,
NAU
you came
and
here
NAU
too.
Yuma. Yes.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay. So,
Lots of schooling.
Yes.
so you're in high school. Did you
Mhm.
know that you wanted to create hot sauce in high school?
Absolutely not.
No, not at all.
No,
And,
no.
and you said what school? Yuma.
Yuma High.
Yuma.
yes.
Yuma High
I
School.
can't imagine being in high school and be like, I want to make hot sauce.
Yeah,
Never in my wildest
I
dreams.
know, like it's such a random thing.
Yes.
You know. So what did you go to? Go ahead.
Well, in high school, let's start
Yeah.
there. Like, what were you thinking? What you wanted to do with your life?
I wanted to be a certified public accountant, but I didn't become a CPA, but I did work in accounting for many, many
Oh.
years in different fields, for lawyers,
Mhm.
for the school. So
So
accounting was
in-
my passion.
In
That's
high
what I was
school,
doing. Mhm. I
you
knew-
liked it. You liked numbers or
Numbers,
something.
yes.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
So then you went to AWC
Mhm.
over here. Shout out to AWC for letting
Yes.
us use this
Mhm.
awesome facility.
Uh-huh.
Is for CPA to be a CPA?
I got my AA in business,
Oh, okay.
business administration, and I
Mhm.
finished it with NAU Yuma.
Oh,
Mm.
nice.
Mhm.
So then you went into that field for a little bit.
Yes.
So
Okay.
what did you do?
I work for different companies
Okay.
in their accounting department and
Mhm.
like lawyers and the school
Mm.
system, a couple schools,
Wow.
the Crane District and the Somerton District. Mhm.
So did you find it fun, challenging, boring? Like, is it everything you thought it would be?
I loved it. Yeah,
You
no,
loved
it was
it.
challenging. I
we,
loved it.
we
Yes.
don't like numbers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We're not good at math. We're like, that
No.
isn't math. We
Yeah.
don't.
I'm the person that'll go look for that one penny.
Oh,
yeah.
oh, yeah, like one digit off. You're
One
like, this
digit
is
off.
going to drive
And-
me crazy.
Right, and I'm going to find it.
Oh,
Yeah.
problem solver.
So,
Yeah.
young growing up in Yuma, so was
Mhm.
your family into cooking at all, or no, not
No.
even that?
No, not even that. No.
Oh, okay.
No. My mother she was a great cook, but she hated to cook, but she was good at
She
it.
was good at
Yeah,
it,
but-
but she.
But,
It's tedious.
yes, that's what she would say. The entire day has gone into
She's
cooking.
like,
Yeah.
ay, Dios mío.
I guess. Oh,
Ay, Dios
yes.
mío.
Let's just order food. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
I've
This is
got.
before DoorDash, okay?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's
Yes.
true.
Mhm.
I've gotten more into cooking as I've gotten older, but the cleanup drives me nuts. Like,
Yeah.
I hate
Mhm.
doing the dishes, and I
Yes.
hate how dirty everything gets. And I'm like, oh, I just cleaned this
I
yesterday.
think that's what my mother
So
was going.
I'm
yeah.
not a big fan.
No, but she loved hot sauce,
Oh,
and I
really?
think that's where it all came from. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
She
So
loved hot sauce and she carried it with her in her purse all the time in case she went somewhere,
I
someone
love
might-
it.
and it wasn't spicy enough. She just dig into her purse, and she used chiltepin, which is something from Sonora, the little round red
uh-huh.
peppers,
Yes.
and she always had them
Okay.
with her. And
Mhm.
so I think we just had a love for
Hot sauce.
spicy foods.
Yeah.
And,
And she made this
Yeah.
herself.
she would carry the peppers.
She had the
Oh,
peppers
oh,
with
that's
us.
all
With
she
her.
had.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
She had a
gotcha.
little container, and she just kind of
So you'll be at like El Charro or
There you
something,
go.
and
She's
then
like, this
it's
is
like,
mild.
she's
Right.
like, this isn't right, and
And
she's
she-
crushing up chili
crushing up.
tapin.
There you go.
Yeah, and then
Mhm.
putting it in there. Oh, I like that. That's pretty
Uh-huh.
cool because I have that problem. I like
Mhm.
spicy,
Uh-huh.
and then the ones you get normally with the chips, they're not too spicy. They're
That's
not
my
spicy.
style right
So
there.
now you know what you
mild.
gonna
Yeah,
have to do.
got to go get the chili tapin and
I
get
like
in there.
mild. I don't like spicy. My
Mhm.
7-year-old can eat hot Cheetos like they're nothing.
Like-
And I'm
Yeah.
like, wow. It just baffles my mind. I'm like, what? Your mouth should be on fire.
It's a joyful experience.
Yeah, it's a
He's
joyful-
sweating. He's like, this is great.
My
Yes.
son Micah, same thing. Like I
Uh-huh.
buy so many bottles at Tapatio. I get the big ones, and like they
Yeah.
get gone in no time because he's like, if it doesn't have hot sauce on it, he won't eat it.
Yeah.
So everything, there's chicken nuggets, like
Oh
all
my
of it has
goodness.
Tapatio on it. So she loved spicy
Mhm,
foods,
mhm.
and so by osmosis, did you guys all like spicy foods as well?
I think
The-
we
the
all
kiddos?
did. Yes,
Yeah.
I think we all did. Absolutely. Yes.
Mhm.
And then if I could add one more thing,
Yeah,
I also
absolutely.
had to add lemon to everything I eat, even if it's.
So you did.
I did, yes.
Oh, okay.
Well, most Latin.
So you're
have lemon on everything.
Yeah,
right?
your mom's pulling out the chili bean.
Yeah.
You're pulling out limes and lemons from your
slicing
pockets.
it like, let's do this.
So I think that was like the grounds for what I was going to do in the future.
Whoa.
Yeah,
That's
without
cool.
even knowing.
Without
right.
knowing it,
Mhm,
exactly, because you were
mhm.
in math.
Uh-huh.
You decided to go do
Right.
math. How
and
long?
I did for many years.
How
Mhm.
long?
I think it was until 1998.
So how
That's when
many years did you do accounting?
From 82 to 98.
So it's 16
mhm,
years. Wow.
mhm.
See, I can math.
Yeah,
Like-
yes, you just did it for me, and I can't.
I had to use my fingers.
Good.
Okay, so you did that, and then what caused this big change?
Okay, well, we were visiting Sonoma County, and I was with a friend, and she worked at a winery, and she says, "Annabelle, we're going to have this really nice dinner, and then when it's over, the owners allow the workers to take the food home. So I'm going to have leftovers. Would you like to come tomorrow to my house and have leftovers from the winery?" And I said, "Yes, that works."
That sounds delicious.
So when I arrived at her house, I saw a beautiful spread, and there was this meat, but they had these little squiggly orange things on top and little crystally looking things too, and like I think it was onions. And so I had some of that meat, and all of a sudden I could taste the lemon and the pepper. And it's like, wow, what is this? I asked her, and she says, "Oh, it's just habanero." I said, "But how did you do it?" I thought it was going to be carrots. Carrots had been sliced real julienne style, real thin. But no, it was spicy. And so I said, "Well, how did you do this?" "Oh, we just get the habaneros, we slice them real thin with the onions, and we soak them overnight in lemon juice with salt." Well, that was it.
That was the beginning of it, huh?
Just that one visit. So I went to the store and I bought those ingredients and I started making it myself. And I bought myself a little crusher, a little blender, tiny little blender. Yeah. I was carrying that around with me everywhere. I would take it everywhere I went. And I was sharing it with friends. And then people started saying, "Hey, if you make me a jar, I'll buy it from you."
Cool.
Yeah. And then I saw a program that said, if you're thinking of a business, which I wasn't, but they did say, if you're thinking of doing a business and people are purchasing something from you before it's even a business, maybe you have something in your hand. By that time, I was finishing my bachelor's degree here at NAU, and my husband's like, this.
Oh, okay.
He's like, ding. He's like,
ding, ding.
cha-ching.
Yeah.
Like,
so what are you going to do when you graduate? Right.
Okay.
What's the business we're going to open? Yeah. That's really how it
He's like, "You're going to school. What are we doing?"
Exactly.
So then you graduated. You got your bachelor's.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's a big deal. I couldn't finish my associates. I tried.
There's still time.
It's true. It's always time. So you finish, you graduate, and then you guys decided to go for this? Like your husband was fully on board?
He was actually the force behind it.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay. He's like, "We're going to do this."
It scared me. Yes.
Oh, it scared you. So
Yeah.
what was that feeling like?
Because it's food, I could harm someone, it just insurance, everything. I went to the health department to find out, and they gave me a document like 5 pages long of things that we had to do. It's not like today. Things have changed a lot, and you can do some things at home, but then you had to have a commercial kitchen.
Wow.
You had to go to the Better Process School. It was just one thing after another if you want to do anything that was canned.
Oh, okay.
Canning, yes.
So you had to sign up for all those things? What was it like to do that and pull on that thread to figure out everything you have to do to cross all your T's and dot all of your I's?
Well, at that time, I did an event I went to the Somerton Tamale Festival with about 100 jars.
And what year is this?
Okay, we are talking now, let's see. Wow, not in.
You can make it up. Nobody knows. No,
Okay.
yeah.
It was
Like yesterday.
It was
It's around.
2010.
About 2010.
Yes,
Okay.
about 2010.
Okay.
I went to a tamale festival and we sold out really quickly.
Really?
Mhm.
You said you took 100 jars.
100 jars, sold them really quickly. And I mentioned it to John Perry, who did my mom's logo, the logo of my mom.
Oh.
We named the company after her. And I called him and I told him, guess what? I sold 100 jars in no time here at the Tamale Festival. And he was so excited. And I didn't know he was going to do this. He calls Donna George from the Peanut Patch and mentions
Okay.
it. And Donna says, I want to meet her.
Oh, wow.
We bring her here, and then Donna says, "Are you going to do things how the health department requires?" I said, "Yes." She goes, "Okay, well then you can every once in a while you can set up a little table out here and sell your products."
Oh, at the peanut patch.
At the peanut
And
patch.
the peanut patch is a huge
Yes.
staple here in Yuma.
Mhm.
Like I remember visiting there when I was a kid. Like that's a thing that we all do in Yuma, and that's very big for tourists when they come in. So you just landed a very coveted spot.
Mhm.
Yeah, and you didn't
Yes.
even ask.
No, we just
That's what's so
mhm.
cool to me is like
Yeah.
she found you.
Yes,
Yeah.
she asked to meet me, and every once in a while, maybe once a month, every so often, I put a little table out, and then I continue with the health department. And it was lots of requirements, and we
Yeah.
did one at a time, just cross one out, do the next one, and so on.
Wow. So we're going to take a quick break and we're going to dive into more about the logo and your mom and the inspiration. Is that all right?
Absolutely. Thank
All
you.
right. We're here with Anabella De Anda from Mama Bella's Hot Sauce. We're going to take a quick break. You're listening to What's Up Yuma on 94.7 KOFA Border Radio.
What's Up Yuma is sponsored by Yuma Electric Service, LLC, serving the Yuma area for more than 25 years. Specializing in residential and commercial wiring, services also include EV charging unit installs and solar-ready service panel upgrades. Information and consultation appointments at yumaelectricservicellc.com.
Hey, my name is Becky Alanis, and I am a volunteer host at KOFA Border Radio. My favorite thing about helping out at this public radio station is that I get to be a real human voice to you, the Yuma community. I am a big believer in supporting the community, and I get to do just that here at Border Radio. Border Radio is always evolving, and we're proud that our mix of music gives you a true place to escape. Listener support makes it possible. Join in today at borderradioaz.org.
We're expecting a sunny day in Yuma with a high of 97 degrees, winds out of the west at 5 miles per hour tonight, mostly clear with a low of 71 degrees. Today marks 24 years since the September 11th, 2001 terror attacks on our country. Nearly a quarter century later, the men accused of planning the attacks have still not faced trial. Many lawyers involved in the case doubt they ever will. This top NPR news story can be found at kwc.org/NPR-news.
The Yuma County Library District provides activities and resources at its branches for people of all ages. Events include story time, citizenship classes, bilingual programs, crafts, author talks, and more. For more information about the activities and calendar of events, plus other in-person and online resources, visit yumalibrary.org.
What's up, Yuma? Welcome back to What's Up Yuma Radio. We are here talking to Anabella De Anda, and we're talking about Mama Bella's hot sauce. And we talked a little bit. You mentioned that you named it after your mom.
Yes.
Is it because those memories of her having those chilies, that's where it came from?
Yes, that. And my hot sauces, because they're tomatoless, they're orange, right? They're the color orange.
And that's that meaningful to you, right? And that's part of your logo.
Yes. And it's meaningful also because that was my mother's favorite color. She loved yellow and orange. And we're thinking, what are we going to call this hot sauce? And then I thought, well, my mom carried peppers in her purse. And and that's her favorite color was orange. And I just, all of a sudden, it just came to me that we wanted to call it Mama Bella because her name was Bella. Bella Gloria. Bella Gloria. And her grandchildren called her Mama Bella.
Mama Bella.
So yeah, that's why we called her Mama
it.
Bella hot sauce.
What a nice
Yes.
homage to her.
Thank you.
That's awesome. That's beautiful.
So like it's Mama. So I'm saying it wrong this
Me
whole
too.
time.
This-
You haven't. It's
It corrected us.
That's
Oh my-
okay.
no,
Mama
I'm
like-
Bella, Mama Bella.
but most people say Mama Bella. I would
Yes.
assume.
Yeah,
right?
I'm like
Because-
Mama Bella.
because that's Spanish with those two L's. They get me every
Yeah.
time. You know, it's like.
and then you wouldn't know if it's Spanish or not. you
Right.
know,
Sometimes people think it's Italian.
Yeah,
Mama
Yeah,
that's
Bella.
honestly what I thought. Okay, I'm wrong.
Yeah. No. So okay. So you get the logo. You're in one of the staples in Yuma.
Yes.
You're in the peanut patch.
Yes.
And did it start to take off from there? What was that like?
Yes, it was wonderful. Well, Donna actually said, Annabelle, because I told her, I really don't know I have all this information from the health department. She goes, another thing you ought to think about doing is, why don't you call the FDA? And she had a contact name, and it took me a while to get a hold of him. He was getting ready to retire at the time. But anyway, he made time for me, and he says, sit down and write these steps down. And some of them were already the requirements that were listed with the Yuma County Health Department. But and he says, this and this and this is what you have to do. And so it was really nice to talk to someone from the FDA.
And so what was the point of that? Like, what were you trying to do with the FDA?
Just, again, cross your T's and dot your I's?
Yeah,
Is
right.
That's what you're trying to do.
Right, because it was a canned product. You had to go to a special school. If you, and we went to Las Cruces, New Mexico, in the university there. We took, we only had to do the 2-day course, but we were there. We did the 5-day course. And I told my husband, I am not going if you're not going with me. He says, let's go. So we did that. In 2011, in May 2011, we both went to the university there for a week. And
so is he is just as involved in the business as you're like your partners?
Yes.
So tell me what that's like working with your husband, living with your husband, being married. Like, it seems like a lot. And sometimes it ruins relationships, but sometimes it can be great too.
Right. And he just recently retired. He's helping me more, but he's not with me all the time. Because
you kick him out, you're like, I've had enough of you. You gotta go.
And I do the more critical parts of it, like the canning, but he helps me with the prepping, labeling, and things like that. Right. And I'm thinking I need to train him more to do more social media and things like that.
He's kind of just hanging in the house or like the kitchen.
No, he's hanging out in his garden. He loves his garden. He takes care of our guava trees, our pomegranate trees, our lemon trees, all the things that many of the fruits that we use in our.
So you have your own.
He takes care of our trees and all that. So he's a great help.
So he has a green thumb.
Yes.
I do not. Yes. I've never kept a plant alive my entire life. Have you, Johnny?
No, all my plants are dead.
I don't even own one. Like,
rest in peace, plants. I'd like to be. I love the green, but it's just like, no, not happening yet.
Me neither.
So did you start to get into other locations right after that?
Yes. Then I just started doing cold calls. Is that what? I went to a couple markets, and then I went to Estrellita Meat Market, and immediately they said yes. And I know, and I told them, I know you have your hot sauces. Their mother makes wonderful hot sauces, Mrs. Lopez. But I said, mine is going to be totally different. Mine is tomato-less. It's orange. Yours are green and red. And so the color will be different. And I already have a following, and I'll tell them that I'm here. And they said, absolutely.
Cross promotion, a little bit of that cross.
So you're bringing business to them. And you keep saying tomato-less. I have very little education about hot. Does that usually have tomatoes?
Yes,
like salt?
Most hot sauces and salsas have
and
tomato.
Why is it tomato-less?
When I was in college here at NAU, I remember one of our teachers was our professors constantly saying, if you're going to begin a business, differentiate yourself.
Be different.
Be different.
Okay.
And my husband would always say, if we ever start a hot sauce company, let's not add tomatoes, because he feels that tomatoes makes it sweet, and he hates sweet salsa.
Gotcha.
I completely agree with him. I like tomato-less salsa. That's where I'm at. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's his idea.
It was his idea also.
Very cool.
Yeah. And then I said, well, if we're not going to add tomatoes, that's kind of like a filler, and gives it color. What are we going to do? I don't want to add more onion. And he says, jicama. We add a lot of jicama to a lot of our salsas, our hot sauces. It's, as a Latin child, what do you eat most of the time? A slice of jicama with lemon and salt and chili. And so it went really well.
It just worked perfectly, huh?
It worked perfectly.
So what was it like then to start creating others? Because you have more than just hot sauce, right? What else do you have?
Well, when we started doing the farmers markets, I was just going to do hot sauces and they were going to be super spicy. But then you have to listen to your customers.
Yes.
They were saying, can you make them a little milder? So I made another one that's mild.
That would be me.
They're like, one for you. And then they wanted pepper jellies. I think for maybe a season or two, they kept asking me for pepper jellies. We want pepper jellies. And I thought, well, let's try it. I did a blackberry with habanero, and it sold.
Like jam? Like jelly? Wow.
And then we added raspberry and mango habanero and pineapple habanero.
Good.
Yeah. And then like right now we also make like a strawberry limeade jelly without any peppers, because we have lots of limes, key limes in our garden. So we add strawberries to it. We make a strawberry key lime. The children love it. So whatever, I listen to my customers, and when I start hearing the same recurring thought, then I think, okay, we need to look into this.
We'll have a market for it because they're already asking.
Yeah, my husband has to remind me that I'm not everyone's mom, and I can't be making a jelly for everybody. I wish but when I start hearing a recurring flavor,
Yes.
then we look into
Oh,
that.
okay.
That's
So,
smart.
so if Ronnie goes up and bugs enough
Oh, there she
times,
Just once though.
Yeah.
But that's just me. She'll be like, not for you. I don't have any specific requests.
Mhm.
I'll try everything.
Yeah.
But so what was that like when you started making the jelly then? Did
Mhm.
people an automatic hit as well?
It
like
was.
like all the flavors? And is there
Right.
one particular that people really, I gotta have that one?
Raspberry habanero.
Raspberry
Mhm.
oh,
Habanero
okay.
is, yeah.
Habanero.
Yeah. And now we sell more pepper jellies, and we also make jellies without pepper. We sell more jellies and pepper jellies than we do hot sauces.
Oh my gosh. Look at that.
And we also, they kept asking me some of the stores and our customers
Mhm.
for chili oil, salsa macha.
Okay.
And I kept burning it and
Oh.
So
struggling.
that was a little bit of an
Yeah,
experiment.
That was
hard.
an experiment, and I finally got it. And I can make it fast and
Cool.
quickly. I should say quickly, and produce it in a timely fashion. So yeah.
Mhm.
So now we also added salsa matcha, and we also added spicy hot honey.
Mm,
Mhm.
okay.
Habanero and ghost pepper honey.
So you said your kitchen is in Somerton.
Yes.
Is there a particular reason, or was that just because that's where it was available?
A friend of ours purchased a building, and, and he called me and says, "Hey, I purchased this building to some commercial kitchens. Would
Mhm.
you like to, if one opens up, would you like to come in?" I said, "Yes."
Cool.
I had already been looking at the place, but there were no kitchens available. When he became the owner, and some people didn't want to redo their contract with him, it opened up, and that's why I moved over
Oh,
there.
so it's a perfect
Oh.
opportunity.
It was just one of those
I
things.
originally met you. You were sharing a kitchen with like Chef Lucy back in the day,
Yes.
and
I've
then
heard of her.
I love Chef.
yeah, Chef Lucy, and then I think even the people from Lucha Kabucha were
was there.
there.
We were all together.
You're all together in a community kitchen just to
Mhm.
make it happen.
right.
What was that like?
It was really beautiful because that's during the pandemic, and we united our
Yes.
forces, and we stayed busy the entire time during the pandemic. We were there working all the time.
Yeah.
We were wearing our little mask
Yeah,
and
of
everything
course.
and delivering all over town. But we
Yeah,
united
nothing
forces.
stopped you guys.
No, I love that
Yeah,
that
me
you
too.
guys united and worked
Mhm.
together because like it's chaos out there. Like
Yeah.
who knew
That's
who's
right.
going to survive?
Mhm.
And it was all about figuring out a way to survive.
Mhm.
And I remember even shout out to Lucha Kombucha. They were selling it right outside of the kitchen right there.
Yes.
They would just set up a little
Mhm.
thing and you could go over there and fill up your growler
Mhm.
with kombucha.
Mhm.
And I got to know a lot of you guys and that's what it was. It was like, we're going to make this happen.
That's where I met you, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So since then, like anything new with Mama Bella's hot sauce? Anything else that people have
Any
been bugging?
upcoming
Yeah,
like, can we get an exclusive? We like to get exclusives here. Anything coming
Okay,
down
I'll
the
make
road?
an announcement.
Oh,
Oh my
wow.
gosh, listen, everybody.
Yes.
Okay, go.
My husband and I recently met with the Lemon Grove, and they want our products there.
Oh,
Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
we had Tyler on.
Yes, we're so
Yes.
excited. Yes.
Yeah, and that place is
That's
really taken
huge.
off.
Yes, really, yes.
Oh my gosh,
Excited.
congratulations.
Thank you.
That's
And of course, we
beautiful.
have our products in 4 Phoenix locations. And
Yeah, that
we're
blew my
excited
mind
about
when
that.
you told. I was like, wow, you're all the way in Phoenix now
Mhm.
too.
I have
So
a-
how did that happen? Was that also cold calls or like did you have a connection?
I did for a while, and because I don't live there, and
Mhm.
it just I wasn't following through well enough. But I have a beautiful friend in
Mhm.
Phoenix, and she is helping me so much.
Oh, so she's
and
kind
it's
of
because
taking
of her.
care of
Yes,
it.
she's taking care of it.
Oh.
Uh-huh. She's a court interpreter, but when she has time,
Oh, wow.
Oh,
And she's that
cool.
passionate
she's
about
so
your
passionate. She
Oh.
says, I work for guava butter, and I work for a touch of heat.
Oh,
And
she
that's-
gets paid in
she gets
food.
paid in food.
Oh,
Hey, that's a
cool.
good deal.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I don't make her the little jars.
Oh, she gets a good.
She gets an
a
exclusive.
So you
good
said you're in 17 stores
Yes.
What
here
are
in
your-
Yuma County.
in Yuma. So what
Yuma.
are your top stores?
Well, of course, the peanut patch keeps me running in and out every week when they open from October through May, and also Estrellita year round. I wish I could name them all,
Yeah.
but niche
do
and
like
You can
Top
name.
confidence.
I'll let you name.
Real
it.
fast?
Can you name any of them? Or do you want to? If you have a list.
You want me to name
She
them?
has a list. She
Shout
came
out.
prepared.
This is all Yuma. It's all love.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Oh, love to Yuma. Peanut Patch, Estrellita Meat Market, Yuma Visitor Information Center, Lerma Feed and Western Wear in Somerton, Jay's Party Shop in Yuma, Sunshine Cafe, Dandy Home and Ranch, Nichum Cafe, Tortilleria Recién Salidas in
Wow.
Rydell Plaza, San Luis, Arizona, Dirty South Barbecue House in their new location,
Oh.
The Cookie Rookie in their new location, Cocoa Pub and RV and Golf Course Top Meals with Chef Lucy, Rebel and Robe is also a new one for us. We love being there. New Penny Cafe in Avondale, Jules Bakery Cafe, gluten-free cafe, Phoenix, Arizona, Cocina the Mexican restaurant, Phoenix, Arizona, Catalaya Nail Boutique in Phoenix, Arizona, beautiful boutique there, and the Lemon Grove.
Yeah,
Wow, you
there
did
go.
it.
Yeah.
And I love the accent. Like,
yeah.
oh,
yeah.
so
When
cool.
I'm glad I didn't read that list. That would not happen. And she's such a sweetheart. She was like, I don't want to mention one if I can't mention all of them. So
we were just going to be like, do the top 3, but why not?
no, yeah,
Thank you.
give it. She wanted to give everybody love. So thank you so much for sharing your
Thank you
story.
so much for inviting me.
Yeah, and having
It was
a little bit of that exclusive. I look forward to. I'd like to visit the Lemon Grove, so I could go get a jar. And I think you brought us some.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Ronnie didn't know that yet, so she just got
now
surprised.
I'm like,
we got some. So
I
thank you
won't
so
be
much.
having it, yeah, it's too spicy. I'll give it
Well,
to you.
you don't know.
Is it the
It's-
spicy one?
Well, there's cream cheese there.
Oh, cream cheese.
There's
I love
something
cream
for you,
cheese.
Ronnie.
Okay, thank you.
You can tone it down with cream cheese.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being
Thank you.
with us. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be back with our development director, Alice Ferris. You're listening to What's Up Yuma Radio right here on 94.7 KOFA Border Radio.
What's Up Yuma is sponsored by Sunrise Cleaning, serving the Yuma area's residential and commercial cleaning needs. Sunrise exclusively uses eco-friendly cleaning products and provides specialty services such as solar panel, carpet, and RV cleaning. More information and appointment booking at sunrisecleaningaz.com.
For KAWC News in Yuma, I'm Victor Calderon. The Biden administration's top Homeland Security official is asserting broad authority to build new sections of border wall in southern Arizona, despite legal pushback from environmental groups. Capitol Media Services reports that, according to court filings, Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem claims federal law gives her the power to waive any legal requirement in order to speed up construction. This includes a plan to install 27 miles of new 30-foot tall steel bollard walls in areas seen as critical for wildlife like jaguars and ocelots. Environmental groups, including the Center for Biological Diversity, argue the project threatens to wipe out decades of jaguar conservation and violates the Constitution by granting unchecked powers to one official. They're asking a federal judge to overturn the law that allows Secretary Noem to bypass environmental protections. For KAWC News in Yuma, I'm Victor Calderon.
Are we on?
Yeah, there we are.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah, it didn't have any mic. So we're back. What's Up, Yuma? This is a special segment. It is our fall pledge drive, and we are here with Alice Ferris to tell you more about why we rely on community support and donations here. Thank you for being with us again, Alice.
Yeah, thank you. And this is the opportunity for us because this actually is the last time we will be asking for your support this week.
Oh, man.
Yeah, unless you can do a
I
pledge
could
break
do it.
without me.
Just do it every day.
Yeah, you just do it every day. Well, and actually that is something that we do take these moments to kind of remind people that this is a community supported public radio station. But you could support anytime, but we are encouraging you to support this week because we do have some people, we have donuts.
Yeah, there's donuts out there.
This
And
is the time.
I get here and there's people waiting out in the lobby. So many, you have different guests on, people that have been impacted by these radio stations, people that rely on them for their news, their entertainment. So it's really cool to meet a lot of the people from the community that love what we do.
Yeah, and actually, Annabella is a sponsor. I mean, she's a sustaining member of
awesome.
KAWC and Border Radio. So thank you, Annabella, for your support. And we would love to thank you for your support when you give us a call at 877-838-5292 or go online to borderradioaz.org to show your support because programs like What's Up Yuma are reliant on community support because the only way we can bring these two very highly paid talent in.
Yeah. That's the first thing I told Dave is show me the money, Dave.
Yeah,
Show
I'm
me the
almost
money.
getting paid like too much. Like it's like okay, you guys.
Yeah, because it's public radio, we are
Yeah.
joking.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry. But yes, we do rely on community support now more than ever, particularly since funding for public media across the country has been cut because Congress voted to rescind funding for the Corporation for Public Broadcasting. And therefore, we kind of have this hole in the budget to fill. And that's why we are asking for your support right now at borderradioaz.org.
And I really want you guys to support because there's an amazing staff here. I just got to say
they're
that.
awesome.
And I want to keep them around as long as possible. They're amazing. It's like so refreshing when I came into here from the previous radio station and saw everybody and how hard they work and how dedicated they are to their craft and meeting everybody. So it's like, this is a refreshing place. So yes, we rely on you, your contributions and your donations, and you could do it, like you said, on the app as well.
And this is, and we are stereotypically public radio nice too. And while we don't have donuts all the time, we do try to have donuts during pledge drive. And basically, I've been just eating donuts all week.
Oh no!
So I had a Kind bar. I think that's healthier, right? I don't know.
Is
kind of healthier.
I'm like processed foods, but
although I will admit, I put a Kind bar into ChatGPT once, saying, "Should I eat this today?" And it said, maybe not. And it kind of felt like, it honestly, the ChatGPT answer kind of felt like the Magic 8 Ball.
Yeah. You're like, okay, I won't.
Maybe not.
I also shared like the link on my social media yesterday to donate, and to go to the website so we can all, participate by sharing the website and how to donate. Just click the little donate button in the corner.
Yeah. So you can either be on the KOFA or KAWC app and click the donate button, or you can go to borderradioaz.org and click the donate button, or you can call us for maybe another, few minutes here at 877-838-5292 and show your support for your public radio station. Because Johnny, you and I were talking earlier this morning about the fact that it's important to share happy stories about what's going on in Yuma.
Exactly. And that's the precipice of why I started the show, right? It's like, this is what needs to be. The community, that's where community before we're a larger entity, right? So the community is where it lies at. And if we could come together and explore and look at the different peoples like Anabella and her great story of her mom and her salsa and bringing it out and crushing it up. And now she has a business. That's happy. Yeah. That's a good story. Let's continue to celebrate those things. And so that's how we do it with your contributions and your donations.
Yep. So right now we want to encourage you to go to the phone at 877-838-5292 or go online to borderradioaz.org. Or if you're listening on the KOFA app, just click that little donate button and your contribution, regardless of the amount, is welcomed and appreciated.
Awesome. She took my whole paragraph. I don't even need to say
you're going to still read it.
Do you want me to still read it? Okay. I'm just going to repeat what she said.
Our lawyer is saying that you have to say it.
Okay. For legal reasons, remember, you can get involved with our fundraising campaign by calling 877-838-5292 or making a contribution online at borderradioaz.org or click on the donate button on the KOFA app.
Great job. All right.
We go.
And we'll be back right now with Mellisa Hare from Desert Oasis Wellness. You're listening to 94.7 KOFA Border Radio.
The Arizona Western College Chorale, along with the Cibola High School Choir, will present The Power of Many, a choir extravaganza at 7 p.m. on October 10th at St. Paul's Episcopal Church and at 4 p.m. on October 12th at Trinity United Methodist Church. More information on these concerts is available under events at azwestern.edu.
Coming up next time on Bill Street Caravan, we've got the guitar impresario, Robert Allen Parker.
This evening at 7 p.m. on KOFA Border Radio 94.7 FM.
I'm Chris Wheeler, owner of Prison Hill Brewing Company. I support KAWC because I think KAWC brings a service to the community that you don't get on commercial radio. You have news, you have entertainment, you have things like Science Friday. It's a perspective that is not available on a commercial platform, and it's oriented towards the community, for the community, and from within the community. Prison Hill underwrites KAWC and community radio because of what it brings to Yuma. It is the local perspective told by residents and from the view of people in the community. I don't think you get that anywhere else. Supporting KAWC really does bring a service that is not available elsewhere. It's a worthy endeavor, and I think that will just feed back and make Yuma a better place. I'm Chris Wheeler, and I support KAWC.
What's up, Yuma? Welcome back to What's Up, Yuma Radio. We are here joined now by Mellisa Hare from Desert Oasis Wellness. Thank you for being with us, Mellisa.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
I'm great. I'm a little nervous, but
That's okay.
I'm excited to be here too.
Yeah. So you're from Yuma?
I am. I'm born and raised here. I went to Kofa High School here, then went straight to AWC and graduated with my nursing degree in 2009. And then I
Did you
became
want to
labor
be a
and
nurse? Is that what, like you're in high school at Kofa and you're thinking this is what the path I wanted to take, or what was that like?
Yeah, in high school, I was in one of the Rotary clubs, and a few nurses came by, and they just talked about all the cool things that nurses do, and travel nursing, and that sparked my interest. I'm like, oh, I want to do that.
So you like helping people?
I do.
Yeah. I don't think I could ever be a nurse. What about you, Johnny?
What, a nurse? No, I don't think so. No. I like really nice nurses though. Like it's when you get a good one, it's like it's memorable, right?
yeah.
You really remember that one that took care of you.
Yep.
And I even remember when my dad had a heart attack and was in the hospital in Phoenix. He had a really good nurse that really took good care of him. And I still remember that. So it's really important to have that bedside manner, as they say.
I think that's true. I went through a rough spot in life, and I remember a male nurse like really having a heart to heart with me about how to change my life because I wasn't going anywhere, you know, and I'll never forget that guy. It was in Chandler up in Phoenix.
Yeah, I was a labor and delivery nurse for 12 years. And then I also did the cardiac floor for 3.5 years. So I got to experience all kinds of fun things in labor and delivery.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, I'm sure up and down and all around. So like, do you have any like super memorable things that happened in labor and delivery?
Well, I got to deliver or be there at my sister's delivery, my best friend's delivery. So that was very memorable. But also sometimes in the community, I'll see people and they'll remember me. They're like,
you delivered my baby.
Gosh, yeah. So you just make a big impact in the community.
So you said labor and delivery again. So in nursing, is that the direction you wanted to go?
No, actually I had my heart on the cardiac, you know? And so when I graduated, I thought that's the route I was going to go, but there was a job offer in labor and delivery. So I went that route.
Oh, okay. So it was an opportunity that presented itself.
Yeah. And so I was very open to it because, I mean,
who doesn't want to see the babies?
Yeah, exactly. So I did that. And then after 12 years, I thought, okay, I need to get my self back into cardiac. And I had an interest in going back to school and being a nurse practitioner. So I thought, well, I probably need to go back and do like a medical. Yeah. More medical. So I went back and I did 3.5 years on the cardiac.
Okay. So why cardiac? Like what was the draw there? It sounds like you said you were drawn to that.
Yeah.
Originally.
I just really enjoyed my clinical. I liked that it was specialized.
So go into after this, I have to go see a cardiac doctor.
Oh, wow.
Like, so that's why I'm going to Yuma Cardiac, I think it is. So what about it? What interest you? What was it? Like the fascination with the heart, like the whole system?
Yes, everything, like the pathophysiology of it. Just that it was specialized.
Like on one thing, versus a whole bunch of stuff with labor and delivery where like anything can happen,
right? Or even like on the medical floor, you get a little bit of everything, and so I like that it was a specialty floor, and
not too many surprises,
right?
Can you tell me a little about the AWC nursing program? What was that like for you?
Yeah, it was great. It was a great experience. I graduated with my associate's degree.
Oh, cool!
And at the time, they didn't have a bachelor's degree, so it was a great program. I really enjoyed it, and I got all my schooling done here. And then after a few years, I went back to school and then got my bachelor's online.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you did your associates here at the campus?
I did.
So tell me the difference between online and campus.
Yeah. So here, I mean, the teachers are very like hands-on. You got a lot of that. And then online, you're kind of on your own.
Yeah.
You're studying on your own. You're trying to figure it out on your own. And especially at the time when I went back to get my bachelor's, I was a mom. So it was a little bit more difficult. I was working
like
then.
Time management.
Yes. Yeah. I was working. I had a baby and then trying to do school. So trying to manage that.
Well, good for you, because I was doing my associates online here at AWC, and then I had my son And then I was like, no more school. I just didn't want to do it anymore. It was a lot.
Yeah.
So at least you stuck with it. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. And then I took another break after that and then decided I want to be a nurse practitioner. I had 2 kids and then I got pregnant with my third. So I'm like, oh my gosh, how am I going to do this? But, with the support of my husband, my family, I got through it.
So you are a nurse practitioner?
I am.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I've been a nurse practitioner for 4 years now.
Wow.
I did primary care at 2 of the clinics here. And then 6 months ago, I opened up a business.
Wow.
So that transition from being in the cardiac field to a nurse practitioner, there was a break in between there. That's what it was?
So no, well, when I graduated from with my nurse practitioner, I was doing my clinical rotation, but I was working full time up until I was doing my clinical.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then, so no, there was no break.
Oh,
Up
gotcha.
until
She's like, I never
She's
get
like,
a break.
I wish.
It's like, did you hear how many kids I have? There's no breaks
After
at
the
all.
first one, there's no such thing as a break.
Right. Yeah.
It's a 24-hour job.
It is. Yeah. So yeah, I did my clinical and then I did stop working then. And then 10 months of clinical, just around the clinics here. And then I graduated in 2021.
Okay. Congratulations again. That's huge.
Thank you.
So you're doing that, and I guess it's a very Western style of medicine, obviously. But now you're doing wellness. It sounds like a little bit more holistic, if that makes sense. Would that be fair?
Yeah. So when I was going to school, I started realizing, wow, all we're learning is like a lot of pharmaceutical things. And then I started looking at more wellness things like holistic therapies, natural ways to treat the body. And so I graduated and I realized, well, I kind of want to treat people more holistically and not always jump to treating people with medications, And so people started learning about me or hearing about me, and they would come see me and say, oh, I really like that you treat people more holistically and you're not quick to jump to treatment.
Like medicine.
Yes.
And where were you at that point where people are visiting you as a practice?
Yeah, I was at Up to Par Medical Clinic.
Up to Par. Yeah.
Oh, Up to Par? I always thought that was like a dispensary. Is that weird? It looks like the sign looks like it would be a dispensary.
Yeah, it's golf.
It's a golf theme. Yeah, it's a golf theme. I don't know where Ronnie's head's at. Forgive me, Melissa, and all of our listeners that had to hear that.
I don't even know where my head is half the time. I'm walking around like, where are we?
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're going to take a quick break so Ronnie can get her head together. We'll be back with more on how Melissa ended up in the holistic path. You're listening to What's Up Yuma Radio right here on 94.7 KOFA Border Radio.
K-pop would not be K-pop without duets. Tune in or stream the K-pop for Border duet show this week on KOFA Border Radio. We'll hear boy duets from 17, girl duets from Red Velvet, and sibling duets from ACMU. I'll play some ballad duets because you can't have a duet show without some slow, sad songs. But hey, don't worry, there'll be some J-Hope and Le Seraphim to pick us up. Join me for the K-pop for Border duet show this week on KOFA Border Radio, Saturdays at 1 p.m.
The Arizona Western College Parker Learning Center will host the Parker Community Expo from 1 to 4 p.m. on November 5th. The expo will provide career information, local resources, transfer options, and employment opportunities for students and the public in and around La Paz County. Details under events at azwestern.edu.
Forecast tonight in Yuma calls for mostly clear skies with a low around 73 and sunny tomorrow with a high near 97. Tonight in Kingman, mostly clear with a low around 63 and sunny tomorrow with a high near 85. Tonight in Prescott, clear with a low around 57, winds getting up to 29 miles an hour, and sunny tomorrow with a high near 82. Mostly clear in Flagstaff tonight with a low around 49, and sunny tomorrow with a high near 97.
Fostering Hope Yuma presents Step Into the Story, its annual conference that supports and raises awareness about the challenges and rewards of fostering children. The event takes place on September 20th at the Yuma Civic Center, with childcare available for foster and kinship families. Information and registration are available at fhyuma.com.
This week on the Retro Cocktail Hour, we'll hear the Steve and Edie of jazz, Frank Sinatra's favorite drummer, and a mambo band from Belgium. I'm Daryl Brogdon. Join me where the music's shaken, not stirred. The Retro Cocktail Hour.
Saturday evening from 7 to 9 on Border Radio KOFA.
What's up, Yuma? Welcome back to What's Up, Yuma Radio. Yes, we had a talk with Ronnie, and she's got it all together now. She's okay.
Found my senses.
So no, up to par. That's where I go. Up to par. And shout out to
cool.
Dr. Joe over there. I just want to get, because he is a little bit more holistic as well, and that's why I choose to see him. So that makes sense that's would be something that people are looking for.
Yes. Yeah, I worked with Dr. Joe. He was one of my colleagues. So when I left, I definitely recommend patients to him because he treats people more holistically also.
Yeah, and I'm the type of person, and Ronnie was mentioning off air, like I try not to go to the prescription if I can, right? If there's an option. But then sometimes Dr. Joe is like, well, stop eating that. And I'm like, ooh, Dr. Joe, now we're going to fight.
You can't take that away from me.
But that's what it is. It's like I could literally heal myself if I stop eating some certain foods and stuff, correct?
Yes. So sometimes, it seems so simple when patients come to you and they come with like a list of symptoms and you're like, okay, how are you sleeping? How are you eating? What are you doing? Tell me about your day. And when you tell them, okay, get rid of screens, work on the stress management, work on the nutrition, move your body more. They're like, that's it. They want more. And it's something so simple.
It's simple, but it is difficult to do, right?
Is.
Like,
I agree.
Even telling me, my job is marketing and communications and advertising. So a screen is where I live.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
But then if you ask me how I sleep, I would tell you pretty horribly. Like I don't sleep good. And I know those things are connected. And I've been working on them recently, really working on hard to be able to put that back together. Even got like some glasses to wear when at night that are orange that look very silly. And my kids are like, haha, dad. But it's like, okay, I got to be on a screen. So I got to block some of that blue light, I guess, before I go to bed. Stuff like that.
Right. Yeah, definitely. Because the blue light definitely stimulates your brain. A lot of us are on our phone scrolling before bed, and that disrupts a lot of the sleep too.
Well, we took our TV out of our bedroom, so go us. Yeah. Like, it was just a distraction. It was like, we'd stay up and be like, let's watch another one. Oh, it's like 2 a.m. We got to go to freaking work in the morning, so we took it out, but I still have my phone. It's like a little TV.
It's a mini TV.
I know.
Yeah.
It's so frustrating.
Yeah.
But,
so taking that risk going from there, and it's like, okay, I want to take this path to being a business owner. Ronnie mentioned off air, she asked you, it's only been 6 months that you've been open, right? 6 months. What was that like, taking that leap?
It was a bit scary, definitely, but also exciting. And I've learned a lot as I go. I do ask, certain people that have a little bit of expertise in some areas that I'm in. But other than that, I'm kind of on my own, learning as I go and just figuring it out.
Wow. So how does your husband feel?
He's very supportive. I think from the get-go, he always wanted me to own my own business, and I was just scared to. And, he's been very supportive in my family as well. But I think I finally just decided to do it, with the support and just on my faith,
Yeah. So is it just you there? Do you have people that work with you?
Right now, it's just me.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm doing it all.
Okay. So what do people usually go see you for? Like, what exactly does your place of business offer?
Yeah. So I offer red light therapy, sauna, cold plunge, IV therapy, medical weight loss, and I do cranial sacral fascial therapy.
Wow.
Or CFT for short.
Can you explain that?
Yeah. So
it's a big, long, thing. What is that?
CFT for short. It's a gentle therapy that helps relieve tension in the fascia. And the fascia is connective tissue that surrounds our entire body. So picture a web.
Okay.
And so it surrounds our organs, our muscles, our nerves. And you might think with a baby, a newborn, what kind of tension, stress can the baby really be in? But even in utero, they're in a tight environment. Labor can be stressful, and sometimes they're in a strange position. So they can't turn their head. They're having issues with latching, nursing, a lot of colic, crying all the time. Parents just think this is normal. They take them to the ped and, they say it's normal. But after one session, a lot of moms come back and they're like, this is a new baby.
Wow.
Yeah. So we relieve a lot of stress on moms and babies. And
I didn't even think about that. Yeah. That, hey, you can help babies too.
I know. I wish I knew about this therapy when I was when your
babies are babies.
Yeah. But I also work on kids and helps with learning disabilities, ADHD, speech. So all kinds of things like that.
Yeah. So you mentioned the cold plunge that you have that. And so one of the first What's Up Yuma videos I did was with you.
I remember that.
And I did the cold plunge, and I was like outside of that thing, like propping myself up for quite some time, kind of like dipping in until I made a huge splash. Yeah, she remembers. She's shaking her head like people can't. If you're on the radio, you didn't see. Shake your head again for everybody.
Like,
shoot her. Yes.
Yeah.
So, and I went out and I said, "Hey, there's water." And she's like, "Oh, there's always happens of water." It's like very sweet. I say, "No, there's like a pool of water that I displaced when I got in there." But I was able to.
You like jumped in.
I was able to breathe a little bit. I was able, once I got in, that after that initial scare, that shock, I was able, and it says right there, like, I think breathe or something.
Yeah. Keep calm and breathe.
Keep calm and breathe.
Because
and
it shocks you. Like you literally cannot breathe.
Yeah.
And you have to it's like a great breathing exercise. Like I watch my husband do it all the time. I don't know why, like he does this, but he loves it.
Do you have one at the house?
No. So we have a pool. So in the winter, every morning at 4 or 5 a.m. he's in.
He
there.
just like runs and jumps into the.
He goes right in and he does he has a meditation on his phone. He's breathing. He's doing it all. Now in the summer, he fills up our tub with ice and then gets in.
Really?
Yes.
He
and
does
he's
that?
like shivering for like an hour.
You're
after.
crazy.
He is crazy.
Yes.
He's like, I left it for you. I'm like, go ahead, drain it. I don't know.
No, you
Not
feel
gonna
really
happen.
good. It increases your dopamine levels and it helps with recovery. So it's a good way to relieve stress.
So was it important for you to have all of those together?
Kind of like I didn't really know what my business was going to look like. A lot of people thought I was just going to do primary care. And but last year when I went to Phoenix, I saw these cool wellness places and I thought Yuma definitely needs this. So somehow if I can incorporate, some patient care and wellness needs, I think it'd be great here in Yuma.
Yeah. And so you have these things, but you need to let people know that you have these things.
Right.
And when we were first talking, I'm like, yeah, you're going to have to do videos. You're going to have to do stuff. And you were like, I don't know if I can.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm like, well, you got to, if you're going to survive, And then I started to see you started to do the videos on social media and put in there, maybe you in the sauna, you doing certain things. What was that getting over that fear?
Yeah, it's definitely something I thought I was just going to be doing business stuff.
Yeah.
And people
I was
not promoting.
Yeah. I was like, you're wrong.
I just thought I was going to be on the back end of things. And people are like, well, you are the business.
Yeah.
So they want to see more of you. And so sometimes even I struggle, do people really want to see me doing this?
I do.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how I saw you online. And I was like, this looks really, really neat. And I went through the same thing when I started having the advice column in the paper and doing coaching. It's that self-conscious thing. You got to get over what people are going to think about you.
Right.
Yeah.
So I could say that I've had a conversation with both of you two about that. Because they're the same thing. Ronnie was like, I want to do this. I was like, you got to do social media. You got to do
I don't
this.
have any. He's all, oh my God.
Yeah, that's what she said. And it's like, no, I don't like that. That's like, well, if you want to follow in this, you have to do these things. And I did notice that you started to do them. You get in your swimsuit, whatever, get into the sauna. You showed people what it's about. You filmed yourself. But that's a scary thing for somebody that's never done it before.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I think so too. But I've actually enjoyed doing it. And a lot of
you enjoy doing it now.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's getting easier, but I'm not going to lie, I still get nervous.
Of course.
And, but even people were asking me oh, so do you use the sauna, the cold plunge? And I'm like, well, no. So I'm like, I do have to use these services so that I feel good and I can explain it better to
And if
my
you
clients.
go through that, you can tell them this is how you're going to feel.
Right.
So
Yeah.
you can prepare them.
Yeah. And I really do feel better using it. My
Oh, yeah,
skin.
no,
You're like, it's not a
is
lie.
better.
It really works.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no,
So-
absolutely. And I did see one of your social media posts. It was very sexist, something about a man, and then pointing to I don't know, it was where the money goes or something. So I just had to bring that up.
He's hurt.
But
He's mad.
it was funny, but it did really well, I think.
Yes, I know. I'm so surprised. Some of those.
It was so small. It's
It's like a-
short and silly.
But it like blew up.
Yeah, blew up.
It's one of those trends, you know.
Yeah.
So I
Yes.
told my sister. That was my sister.
That was your
on
sister?
it.
Oh, okay.
And she's always
I'll have
down
to
to
check it
support
out.
me.
Yeah.
So yeah, she came in and it was a good turnout.
Yeah. Well, thank you so
Well,
much for
good
being
luck.
with us today.
Thank
And
you.
it
I
was-
had fun. Thank you.
you
luck
know,
with everything.
yeah, good luck. And it's good to see you grow and get out there and do it
Yes.
after that conversation. Cause I was like, oh, I don't know.
But you're doing great.
doing it. You're doing great. So thank you so much.
Thank you for the support.
All right. And with that, What's Up Yuma Radio is a production of KAWC. We broadcast from the Matador Activity Center at Arizona Western College in Yuma. We want to thank our engineer, Talon Gonzalez, Anthony Arnales, Juan Garcia, Dave Reek, and Cecilia.
And we also want to remind you that we're in fundraising mode this week. You can contribute by clicking the donate button at borderradioaz.org or on the Kofa app.
All right. And then tomorrow's program, we're going to have Eric and Jeanette,
Yeah.
and I believe also the guy that's running in this thing.
LaShawn
we're talking
Merritt.
LaShawn Merritt. We're all going to be talking about Sprint to Success. You probably saw it on social media, so
Yes.
it's pretty big.
And listen to our podcast at kawc.org/podcast/What's Up Yuma Radio and email us at whatsupyumaradio@gmail.com.
Yes, email us if you want to get on here like
Yes.
Melissa did right now. You know, we're
It's
not too
easy.
scary,
It's fun,
right?
Huh? You had a
No,
good
it
time?
was fun.
Yay.
All right, guys. See you tomorrow.
It goes by fast too.
What's Up Yuma with Johnny Porter is sponsored by Yuma Electric Service, LLC, serving the Yuma area for more than 25 years. YumaElectricServiceLLC.com.